G'day everyone, welcome to Matty Scar Models. Got a final review on the MisterCraft Westland Lynx Mark 1 in 1/72nd scale, and it has been and wouldn't say an enjoyable kit, but I was glad to get it finished. Turned out a little bit better than what I thought it would have done. Tested out a few things, had to pull some decals from the spares. Definitely not a kit you can build fully stenciled up out of the box. I had some leftover Matchbox decals, some Revell decals and some Hasegawa decals that went into this kit just to finish it off, but there it is sitting. I went for the scheme with the high vis doors and spine and nose. Add a little bit of chipping, etc. I was quite pleased the way the PVA woodworking glue filled in the side clears near the feet of the pilot. It's actually the best clear out of everything on the kit. The decals all held together, of course, and I put them down using Decal Fix, and they went down okay. They silvered a tiny little bit, but by the time I put another gloss coat over them of some floor polish, and then used my favourite flat varnish at the moment, was the Vallejo Model Air varnish, the dull coat. They sort of settled down and sort of blended in okay, if that's any sense. So just let me see if I can get this to come through. So the decals didn't look too bad in the end. It's a little bit different having the high vis on the doors. I used Humbrol paints for that, an old Humbrol colour that I've had for a long time called Signal Red. I used the Signal Red on the spine. I had to the decals that they give you for the safety red and white stripes on the tail, or on the tail rotor, looked like they were 1/48 scale. They wouldn't have gone on, so I've masked those up and painted them, airbrushed them in, and just add a little bit of chipping. I mixed the NATO brownie, NATO black. I used a bit of NATO black and Tamiya flat black to achieve that sort of colour. A little bit of chipping done around the high wear areas with just some Tamiya silver. The extra detail that I put in on the intakes, rescoring the meshwork, definitely was worth the effort. They didn't come up too bad, with some stretch sprue and plastic to build the framework. I had added the windscreen wipers on the front. I just made those out of stretch sprue, black sprue out of the Matchbox Phantom kit, and then just attach them to the model with woodworking PVA glue, so it doesn't affect the clear. The rotors, I went completely away from the painting schedule for the rotors on top. I painted the top half of them olive drab, the underneath of them flat black. I used extra dark sea grey for the hub instead of the silver. I don't know if it's politically correct, but I just think it looks a little bit better than what they told me to do, black, and these are, of course, the ones that come in the kit were more for 48 scale. These yellow safety stripes here, they're really thick. The little rear light on the back was just painted first with a coat of silver Tamiya enamel, and then I put some Tamiya clear red over that, and then I just give it a dab to make the lens bit with some PVA glue, and that's dried hard. So overall, This kit is definitely not for a beginner. And if you really wanted to do a Mark 1 Lynx, I think there should be another manufacturer out there. This kit would be a lot better. If you like working with challenging kits, then this kit is for you. If you've got spare decals in the box, then it will help to have some spares. It always pays to keep your spares done in a little container, which they worked out. I had to use those around the windows for the the emergency exit signs, etc. Yeah, really, it's if you want something challenging, it's definitely not going to be a build that you're going to do in a day. And if for a beginner, I would rather you go for an old Airfix or old Matchbox kit or an old Revell kit before you went for something like this, because it's really, really a difficult kit to put together to get a good result. As I said, I've lost a lot of panel lines in this. I couldn't describe them back because of the type of plastic. But it's one for me for the collection. And I appreciate everyone for your kind comments on sort of just keeping going with this old thing. Well, it's not an old, I don't think it's an old, it's a fairly new release from MisterCraft, but yeah, they're a bit of a handful of a kit. So I'm glad you enjoyed, or I hope you enjoyed, and I'm glad if you did, the little build series on this. I have promised to build one more that was quite some time ago. Mr. Martin Lamont asked me to build a Mustang 3 at 72nd scale from Mr. Kit. I have to do that for him, and it's been like over 12 months since he requested that. So thanks, guys. Thank you to my new subscribers. Just remember, a little bit of effort. This one's been a lot of effort. You can get a good result from an old model kit, and if you really put a fair bit of effort in, you can get a good result from a MisterCraft kit. Catch you later.